Hey, what is going on, you guys? It is Capkins here, and welcome to a Photoshop tutorial. I've been wanting to do a Photoshop tutorial for a little while now. I'm pretty seasoned with it, so I feel like I know enough to explain at least the bare minimum. So we're just gonna jump right into it. If you're new to my channel and would like more tutorials, just hit that sub button, leave a comment down below telling me no, you came for the tutorials and you want more, and I'll make more. Don't even worry about it. In this tutorial, we're just gonna look at layers and a few of the selection tools. So let's get into it. So the first thing you're going to want to do is find a picture. Just any old picture, whatever you feel like photoshopping. I'm just going to pick a mountain range, so we're going to snag this up. So there's a few different ways you can get this picture into your Photoshop. You can copy the image and then click File, New, and you see how it's clipboard. So we copied that thing to clipboard, so we have that. If you just hit Control V, pasted that on there. Alright, so we got our nice mountain picture, and there's a few ways we can get this into Photoshop. We can right click on it, click copy image there, go over to our Photoshop, click on file and then new, and then you'll see here we have clipboard, and when we copy that thing, we copied it to the clipboard, if you didn't know. So you click create, and it's just a blank screen. So if you hit Control V, it'll paste in the picture that you had, so you can get rid of the background layer. So that is one way. I'll show you a few more. You can right click on it, click save image as, type in whatever you want. So we saved that. So you can either open it from here, so click file, open, and then find it in here. I don't remember where I saved it to. Here we go. Mountain. So that'll open a new one, you can see. Or you can just go straight from here, drag it, and drag it right into your Photoshop. That's the easiest one. I mostly use the copy image one, just because then you don't need to download the file to your computer, but it is completely up to you. And if you already have it on your computer, you can even drag it from your files. So if you find your mountain picture, you can just drag it from there right into there. So Photoshop supports drag and drop, everybody. Isn't it fantastic? So now that we have our mountain in here, we're just going to go over the layering a little bit. So you can see we have just the background layer. If we click, oh, see it's locked because background layer is always locked by default. So if you click on that, it'll unlock and you can choose to hide it. You can delete it if you want. There's one quick thing I always do. If you go edit, preferences, tools, if you click zoom with scroll wheel, you can now zoom in and out by pressing the scroll wheel. Before doing that, you would have had to hold down Alt and zoom in and out, but now you don't have to. And just a quick tip for you. So if we want to make a new layer for any which reason, you just click this little papery thing at the bottom right, create a new layer. So we have this layer. This layer has absolutely nothing on it, but we can put stuff on it. And you will also see that if we drag a picture on there, you can scale it up or whatever, it makes itself a new layer. So the thing with layers, whatever one is on the top here, that's the one you will see. So if I move this down, it kind of disappears because the mountain just kind of takes over. So yeah, whichever layer is on the top is the one that you will see. And you can move it around. I'm just using the move tool, so the hotkey for that one would be V. So if I have, like, I don't know, any random tool selected, I just press V, boom, it selects the move tool, and we can move it around. Now, if you want to scale it up and down, you just click this little checkbox here, Show Transform Tools. You can move it all around. If you hold down Shift when you're doing it, it'll keep its proportions. And you just click check mark when you're done to finalize it. So, say we don't want that, we can either just hide it, or we can get rid of it completely just by selecting, hit backspace. Smiley face is gone. That's all you need to know about layers, and that's all I know about layers. So let's get into some selection stuff. We got a rectangular marquee tool. So you just draw yourself a little rectangle, and you can move that around as much as you like. And the thing that's I find is really cool with selections is if you make a selection, and for example, we just draw in there. I didn't select that. Okay. So if we just take a brush and we just draw around, it will only draw in the selection, which is pretty amazing. And it also does that with erasing. You can only erase a certain thing if you want. I believe if you have an area selected, you can just hit backspace and get rid of it completely as well. Control Z to undo. If you just hit Control Z though, it'll only undo and then redo. If you hold Control Alt Z, it'll go all the way back. I don't know why this is here, but yeah, it goes all the way back. And once you've got a selection made, you can actually move them around and stuff, which is pretty cool. If you hold down Control D, you can deselect it and you're back to your normal picture. So that's pretty interesting. The elliptical marquee tool is good for making circles, shapes, and ovals. It does the exact same thing. These ones, the Lasso Tool is for like free drawing. So if you hold down your left mouse button, you can just draw around. You can make a very rough kind of mountain outline if you wish. And that's what you got. And the Polygonal Lasso tool is the one most people will use, where you just kind of click and it goes exactly where you need. So you can just click around to finalize that one. You wait for the little circle to appear, you click, and once it's got the kind of lines that change colors, that's how you know it's selected and how you can play around with it. And these ones are like the kind of magical ones. So you got the quick selection tool, which I don't know how they do it, but you can kind of hold down and it'll select pretty much every color that is connected to it. So we've got the skies selected, so we can just boom, get rid of the skies. We can put these mountains wherever we want, and it looks pretty neat actually. So let's bring those skies back. Or you could also, so generally the quick selection tool is used for like smaller little areas here. So if you wanted like just the snow, for example, or just stuff that's very specific, and this goes for any of them. If you hold down Alt, you'll see there's a little minus thing. You can get rid of any of your selections and kind of manually do it. If you hold down Shift, you can add to any of your selections. So this is just something to keep in mind. You don't have to redo them every single time. I'll show you with this. We got that. We want that, but we also want this area too. So if we hold down Shift, you can add to it. There you go. Alright, and the magic wand tool. This one is actually magic, and I don't get how. You see it clicks and it kind of like grabs up everything in that color. You can up the tolerance. I believe if it's at 100, it'll just kind of select pretty much everything. Yeah, tolerance, the higher it is, the more colors it allows to be into one selection. And obviously the lower it is, it'll only select like one tiny little thing, because it selects shades, which is very neat. Yeah, very good for just selecting skies and stuff. Set it to like 50, you just kind of grab the sky. If we hold down Shift again, just go around grabbing stuff, get rid of that thing. You'll see it's a little messed up there, but you can always get rid of it by holding down Alt. You just click in there. It's good in the neighborhood. There you go. That's how you make your mountains have a transparent background. Apparently this tutorial has changed on me. So yeah, I hope I didn't rush through anything. If I forgot anything or if I passed over something, please let me know in the comments. I'll keep in mind for part 2. If you enjoyed, please hit that like button down below, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and I will see you guys in the next video.